I knew from the very beginning that this guru is something special.
Baba is a revolutionary par excellence. He brings change in every area of life.
Baba to me is the oneness of everything.
It's a very miraculous, very powerful person.
He gives love so
Indira
much.
Gandhi got it in her head that Baba would be her downfall.
My guru is in jail because he opposes this whole system.
He propounded one theory known as PROUT, and that was the cause for persecution.
Baba did not come randomly to this planet. He came with a mission, and he came at a critical juncture in history. The mission of Anandamarga, or the mission of Baba, more accurately speaking, is to create a new world, a new society, a new and ever newer and newer society, always moving in a progressive fashion towards greater oneness with the Supreme, towards greater perfection. We saw in Baba not just words of love for every living being of the universe, certainly of the world, but we saw actions that reflected it, like his wildlife preserve and his rational plant program. In February of 1982, Baba began a series of discourses which took this new social outlook, this broadened humanism that Baba called neo-humanism, that took his outlook and his concept of an ideal human being, and gave it form. So in early 1982, Baba gave us the philosophy, the social outlook of neo-humanism. And for the first time, someone had the vision and courage to say unequivocally that all living beings, not just human beings, have equal existential value. For the first time, someone had stated clearly and simply that we must make a choice between two principles that may guide our lives, guide our thoughts, our words, our actions. Either we can follow the principle of selfish pleasure, or we can follow the principle of social equality. Neo-humanism stands firmly on the principle of social equality.
By giving the philosophy of neo-humanism, and which we are introducing in all our schools, we are laying the foundations of a universal mind. And I think that's what is going to transform this world, the philosophy of neo-humanism.
In India, the people are very much involved in the caste system. So he wants to break this particular, the caste root of this, cause of, the degradation in the human society. The dogmas, those who are being identified that they are the sacred hair, sacred thread. So he wanted to cut it off, so that this was a revolution in the country. And that's why he has to face challenges in the beginning. And later on the people started knowing it. Oh, these are real organizations which they preach humanity is one and invisible. So there should not be any those who are trying to divide it. They are the enemies of the societies. Yes. And that's why he encourages revolutionary marriage. One caste married to another caste, upper caste, lower caste.
One religion married to
another religion. That was the theory, it is our theory. We fight for this.
One race married to another race. And you
Yes.
get blending instead of
Yeah,
inbreeding.
yeah. Right. That's what the intention of.
And scaring them off always. Where are the chapatis?
New humanism is propounded by Lord Shrii Shrii Anandamurti ji, PR Sarkar. We call him Baba. his only intention to propound new humanism is to take care of all living beings, animate, inanimate living beings of this planet, beautiful earth. So, first, human beings, when they are affected in any realm, physical, psychic or spiritual, he has propounded this yoga philosophy, spiritual science to get peace of mind. But care has been taken for the plants and animals too. So that's why he says that, there is one department known as prevention of cruelty to animals and plants.
Baba said, as a new humanist, that up till now the human sentiment was very alive, but Baba had the great love for plants and animals. Many times in our report he used to say, what new humanists are doing for the street dogs, what new humanists are doing for the stones which are broken and hills in the area of Ananda. So for plants, for animals, for stones, he was loving for the humanity. He wanted the ecological balance in the whole world.
So in 1978, 79, 80, he was leading up to something as well. One of the programs Baba started was a natural wildlife preserve at Anandanagar. It reflected Baba's love for the non-human creatures. And Baba started what he called the rational program, which amounted to all of us from around the world bringing literally hundreds of thousands, possibly millions of plants from our countries to India. They all went into Baba's garden, where Baba would then tell their Latin name, their Greek name, their Sanskrit name, which animal was eating their ancestors millions of years ago, what diseases those plants can cure, and what benefits would come to another part of the world where those plants currently do not exist.
One of the most important programs that was accomplished during this DMC was Baba's new plant distribution program. As a practical expression of his philosophy of neo-humanism, Baba has established a number of universal gardens where he is collecting all species of plants from all regions of the world. Daily, over 1,000 plants are received in Calcutta, and each one is carefully listed by Avadhutika Ananda Karuna and labeled to be planted in one of Baba's 8 gardens in India. In these gardens, there are now over 150,000 plants. In Baba's garden next to his house at Tiljala, Madhukorak, there are 60,000 plants. In this age of wanton environmental destruction, when many species of plants are disappearing, Baba's gardens are sanctuaries for rare plants, to save many species on the verge of extinction. But now Baba has started a new program, not only preserving species of plants in his own garden, but distributing them to different socio-economic zones all over the world.
Once Baba was just grafting one rare Murai exotica plant from Australia. The plant was very small, and by some, due to some shaking, what happened, that the grafting was done not in the proper way. The whole roots were cut, entire roots were cut. The plant was left with only stalk. Baba became very sad that this plant has been given this much, so much trouble. After that, he used to take report of the plant every hour, every half an hour. How is the plant? And it was Baba's miracle that that plant survived. And today it has grown to a very healthy plant. It has grown a very healthy plant.
Spirituality, so far as spirituality is concerned, or spiritual elevation is concerned, there is no difference between a monk or a family man, because it concerns only the mind.
Between a woman and a man?
A woman and a man, and a family man and a monk, there is no difference. A family man can also achieve moksha, a monk can also achieve moksha.
Salvation.
And there are numerous historical instances in which some of the family men got moksha. And so also the monks also got moksha. So there is absolutely no difference so far as the spiritual aspect is concerned. Baba himself was a family man.
Chamarohi